What's up, guys? Big Papa Pump here. So in this video, we is gonna talk about Diablo 4 and a Diablo 2 remake, okay? Like, which one do you guys want? Which one do you hope Blizzard announce is this coming BlizzCon, huh? Let me know in the comment section below, okay? And yes, this is my Javazan. I haven't really touched her since the last video, but remember, it is consensual. She's okay that I touch her, okay? Right, Femin? See? Oh, fuck, you can't do that on Path of Diablo. That's one of the downsides of Path of Diablo, actually, is you can't hit the exclamation part and have your character have text above their head. You can't do that, right? It's bullshit. See? Okay, but it is consensual. See, her name is Ice Vixen, and that's what she had to say to that. But what do you guys want? Do you want a remaster or a Diablo 4? Okay, and I made it to City of the Damned. It's just totally spook. But yeah, I killed Mephisto, and it took like 6 or 7 minutes to kill him. I was just poking him with jab constantly and poisoning him with Plague Javelin, which was not doing much damage to him at all. But yeah, nonetheless, I was able to get him. So, Diablo 3, it was quite a failure, right? And I've bitched about this so many times, man. I really don't feel like bitching about it right now. But to sum it up, I think they simplified shit way too much. They gave everyone the good gear. Holy shit, this is hard. It's more difficult than I expected. They had the little loot goodies that they give you when you just complete the season journey. And all the builds would revolve around the sets, to where they would give you the sets and there was like no build diversity. And the sets being given to everyone like they were, just took away from the hunter-gatherer aspect of actually working like over months to accumulate certain pieces of gear, Like all that was done away with in Diablo 3. They made it for babies. So, but folks be saying that there's hope for Diablo 4, Folks be saying that that they're embracing the darkness or whatever is Blizzard's little slogan, right? But of course, there's more to it than darkness. You know what I mean? There's more to it than the fucking darkness that made it good. Diablo 2 ain't that dark, right? It can't just be embracing the darkness, but you gotta also embrace the nature of hunting and gathering. You know what I mean? And implementing that into a video game, and not just giving everyone all the free shit, because it's just gonna get old, man. Right? The game is kind of about finding the goodies, right? Like, once you get the GG, it's just, it's nice to have something to strive for, And Diablo 3 didn't have that shit, but I'm not going to go on about that, because I mentioned I'm not going to bitch about Diablo 3 in this video too much. I just don't feel like it. Iceman Vitality, send $40 to my PayPal account and get yourself some of this shit. This shit'll turn a wet, soft needle man into a steel rod. Alright? I'm not even fucking with you guys. Because there's honey goatweed, there's sage in there. There's all sorts of good shit. So, get yourself some Super Iceman Vitality. Link in my Facebook, I think, okay? And become a patron if you want. Link in the description below. But, where was I at? Yeah, this is too fucking hard right now. I'm just going to go back to Act 1 and MF for a minute. Just a minute. But, yeah, there's more to it than just embracing the darkness, You got to embrace the hunter-gatherer nature of things, You got to embrace that and rarity and you got to have that ceiling really high, man. Like in when the Diablo 2 ladder resets, of course, especially if there's bots saturating the games, the bots find all the goodies, and then the market gets saturated with all the trade items, and it devalues things like really fast, to where it's easy to attain all the good gear. But I mean, it doesn't take long if you don't really care about, you know, trading to anyone and for botted gear potentially. It doesn't take long to get all the good stuff, you know. And the game kind of loses its appeal. I mean, that's why I made this character. And on this new account, like I have another account right now that's active on Path of Diablo with like 4 or 5 characters all GG'd out, man. But it just gets kind of old, you know. I miss the hunt, man. I miss the hunt. The hunt really keeps it fun, I think. So you gotta force yourself to just not trade for that shit, you know, and not take all the handouts if you want to make this more long lasting, you know. Which in my case I kind of do because I make videos on this, so I really don't want the game to get old, you know. And it really doesn't when I make a new account like this and I screw around with these characters. And plus, this is Path of Diablo, and I've only been involved with Path of Diablo for like less than a year, you know, probably like 6 months or less. So Path of Diablo's told. But would you guys want them to remake Diablo 2? Because there's probably going to be a big announcement in BlizzCon. I think it's pretty understood in general that it's going to be Diablo 4. But I'm just saying hypothetically, you know, which one would you rather have? A remake of this or a whole new Diablo game? A remake of this could be interesting, but the problem is, does Blizzard have what it takes to remaster a game and make it, you know, everything it was before and better? You know, do they have that these days? I don't know if they do. They'll probably outsource all the work. You know, people will labor on the game that don't even know what the fuck Diablo is. So there's going to be all sorts of... I mean, there could be a lot of loose ends and stuff. I don't in terms of the mechanics and what it used to be like and how they change things. You know, some things might be lost in translation. Probably literally, actually. But if they do outsource a lot of their labor, but... Which they might, right? But maybe they don't do that. But nonetheless, it's just, you know, that doesn't really matter as much. What matters is, do they have what it takes to make a good Diablo game? And do they have what it takes to make Diablo 2 even better than what it was? Like these folks with Path of Diablo, man, they made it toad. You know, they added a bunch of stuff that it really needed. They added a big stash. They added a big inventory. They rebalanced skills and stuff and even gave some new skills. So like Ground Slam, but... They rebalance things, you know, now Lightning Fury only has one synergy, so you can focus on Poison Javelin as well, or other things. Or even make a nice Bow Javelin hybrid, which I haven't really tried yet on Path of Diablo. I might do that next time, actually. Maybe on the Ladder Reset, I don't know. But, you know, they did a lot. And they didn't even, like, alter the game engine or anything, you know what I mean? So... If Blizzard has the capability of doing that, of remaking this game from the ground up, the potential's there, but can you trust them? Huh? Let me know in the comments below if you can trust them with it. How's that Warcraft 3 thing going? I'm not sure how that has been received so far. Is that even out yet, the Warcraft 3 thing? I can't remember if folks are like satisfied with that or not. But I suppose Iceman... kind of wants a Diablo 4 game. Probably because I play this game so damn much, Diablo 2. I'm really looking, you know, for a new Diablo experience entirely. A remake of this would be pretty epic. I'd be willing to try it out. But again, I'm not sure if they'd capture everything that this game captured. You know, some things might be lost in that, in the process of remastering it. Some of the qualities about this game that we really liked. Now, I think the sprites are cool, how these are actually made of like photo captured images of real people, like these characters. And probably some claymation stuff as well. I don't know that for a fact, but I know they use sprites in this game for a lot of the characters. So just the way that they move and stuff, it's pretty authentic, although it doesn't have very many frames to it. What is there... It's pretty impressive looking, and I think that helps with the immersion in terms of realism when you play this game. And I think Diablo 3 lost that a lot. And of course, they didn't have sprites in that game. They were entirely 3D based models, to my understanding. So if they do remaster this, they're probably not going to use the sprites, right? And they're probably not going to have the art backgrounds. Like these backgrounds, to my understanding, are big pieces of artwork in Diablo 2. Like folks actually painted this shit out, maybe on a computer, but it was all artwork basically. Whereas Diablo 3, it was all generated 3D backgrounds. And I think there's quite a difference between the two, right? So it might miss out in terms of that as well, where it's not going to feel as artsy or something. I don't know, man. But let me know in the comments what you guys want for the next Diablo thing. Do you want a Diablo 4 game, or do you want Diablo 2 remastered? And state in the comment section the reason as to why you want what you want, okay? Really appreciate that, man. I'm gonna bust out of here. Iceman has some things he got to do. So yeah, appreciate your time, and looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about that, okay? Peace be with you.